Do you suffer from weakness, feeling tired with sore arms and legs? Does it take a long time for a wound to heal? Are you going through personality changes? Maybe your teeth are falling out from gum disease. Left untreated, you'll probably die from infection or bleeding. You might have scurvy. Arr, scurvy. Today, scurvy is rare, but you know, centuries ago, English sailors would often suffer the painful disease of scurvy brought on by vitamin C deficiency. They just weren't eating their fruit. By the 17th century, English military doctors came to realize that citrus fruit actually helped prevent scurvy. But those sailors still didn't eat their fruit. What's the matter with them? Perhaps it was supply and demand. They needed a lot of fruit and it just wasn't available at the time. At least not until after 1800. By 1867, the Merchant Shipping Act made it mandatory to carry rations of lime juice on all British ships. Well, British sailors eventually, they came around and started to consume so much of their daily lime ration that they affectionately became known as limeys. The fruit juice was preserved with the addition of rum. Known as grog, it tasted better than just plain lime juice. Yeah, it did. It had rum in it. Funny thing though, the sailors' superior naval officers would often mix gin with their lime juice. Now, it was entrepreneur Lachlan Rose. He owned a shipyard in Leith, Scotland. And in 1867, he patented a process for preserving the lime juice with sugar rather than liquor. Boo. He named it Rose's Lime Cordial, which has played a key role in the story of the gimlet. You see, he packaged the mixture in bottles which would have made it easily accessible for everyone to take their medicine. As for the name the gimlet, one thought to the drink's name is that the gimlet was a small hand tool used to tap the barrels of spirits on Navy ships. Another story suggests that it was Naval Doctor Rear Admiral Sir Thomas Desmond Gimlet, prescribing that lime juice be mixed with gin in order to mask the taste so that the anti-scurvy medication would go down easily. You see, they never had ice back then, so pucker up! Even Harry Craddock has a recipe for a gimlet in his 1930 Savoy cocktail book where he suggests that the drink can be iced if desired. And his recipe calls for a 50-50 mix between gin and Rose's Lime Cordial. There are countless variations on the Gimlet Cocktail, some of which are made with the addition of rum or tequila, fresh basil, fresh mint. I've even seen celery juice being used. And of course, the vodka gimlet became really popular when I was working bar in the 1980s and into the 90s. Even Rose's Lime Cordial has a recipe on their bottle, and actually it's not a bad little recipe either. Today, I thought we'd make a gimlet using my fresh lime syrup we made a little while back. Let's do it. Rose's Lime Cordial adds a special flavor to food and drinks. That's what it says. What do we got here? Water, sugar, glucose fructose, concentrated lime juice, citric acid, natural flavor, sulfites, and color. You know, back in 1867, I don't think they had things like glucose fructose and sulfites added to their Rose's Lime Cordial mix. I would imagine it would have been purer than it is today. Anyway, we're not going to use that. You can use that, and a lot of bars do use it, and bartenders use it all over the world. Very popular product. But today we are going to use my wonderful thick lime syrup. And so what I've got going on here is a little coupe glass chilling with ice. I'm just going to slide it off to the side, and I've got 2 ounces of water, and I'm going to add one, look how thick this is, 1 ounce, blah, 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 of this wonderful lime syrup we made. If you want to learn how to make your own lime syrup, click on the link. To this water, I am adding 1 ounce of our lime syrup. Man, that's thick. We're just going to stir that up. Get it all mixed in there. So basically, we're making our own lime cordial with all fresh ingredients. Look how wonderful that looks. You know, if you didn't make your own lime syrup for whatever reason, you could simply take some fresh pressed limes and some simple syrup, mix that together to create your mix for your gimlet. It's as easy as that, all right? So what we've got here is our homemade lime cordial. Set that off to the side. Grab a shaker glass. Try making a gimlet with Hendrick's. Try making a gimlet with Beefeater. Use your favorite gin because it's going to change the profile of your drink. Today I'm going to use some Dillon's Dry Gin number 7. It's 44.8% alcohol by volume. And what we want is 2 ounces of your favorite gin. Beauty. And a bit. Yeah, it's always better to overpour than underpour at home. Anyway, not in the bar. Okay, to this, we are going to make 1 ounce of our lime cordial in our drink and grab some ice. Now, you know, school of thought too, a lot of gimlets you'll find stirred and not shaken, but I like to shake. And shake it like a rear admiral? Ha! You want to shake it good and hard. All right. Looking good. And let's just get rid of this chilling ice water. Swap it out here and strain it out. Oh yeah. Wonderful. Beautiful. And garnish with a little fresh lime. And I'm gonna just carve off a very thin wheel of lime and drop it in our drink. Just like that. Beautiful. Let's give it a go. Wow, that is delightful. It's not very sweet at all. It's very crisp, it's very clean. It's almost martini-ish. You know, if you want a sweeter gimlet, you could just change your proportions between the lime syrup and the water. Try 1-to-1 for a sweeter gimlet. The lime is coming through nicely. You know what? I think I'd like to add my own variation, some Dillon's Lime Bitters, a couple dashes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Ha! You know, I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna make a gimlet with Rose's Lime Cordial, the kind you'd receive in a bar, and we'll do a little comparison, okay? Okay, let's just swap this out. 2 ounces of gin. Rose's Lime Cordial, 1 ounce. Ice. Shake. Our chilled coupe glass. Strain it out. And garnish. Well, let's give it a go. It is a little sweeter, but there's this, I don't know, there's this weird artificial lime flavor going on. I'm going for mine here. Oh. Mine is more like a martini. Theirs is a little sweeter. Either or. You could make a store-bought, you could make homemade. You decide. You can't go wrong, really. Cheers. You know, now I'm interested to see what it's going to my head. You know, I'm interested to partial funding for BarTalk&Cocktails is provided by Patreon. For just a few dollars a month, you get access to lots of extra stuff. Behind the scenes videos, podcasts, newsletters, some of my own personally created cocktails, and much, much more. Become one of my patrons today and help keep us going. Thanks in advance. Cheers. Okay, let's give this a go. What do we got here? I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this one. My homemade. I don't want to get scurvy. You won't get scurvy either if you hit the subscribe button and check some other videos out. Make a gimlet. Do it. It's good, actually. I'm getting a little glow on.